which angle should I do my dumbbell skull crushers? I'm gonna dig into those answers now. All right, guys and girls, here we are at Elite. Just finished training chest and shoulders, and I thought, you know what better way to talk about triceps is what angle should we take? And so many people they just do common flat, and they think, oh, you know, that's the way everyone does skull crushers, so that's how I'm gonna do them. And most, honestly, use an easy bar, which to me feels okay, but not nearly as good as the dumbbells. And I like the dumbbells for reason one of wrist mobility, and I'm able to change the width, right? So if you look, an easy bar, I'm gonna be fixed here, or here, or here. If I'm with a dumbbell, I can move those anywhere. And what I want is, if you look at that dead on, I'm gonna hold those dumbbells right over my shoulder. So from the side here, you can see I'm stacked here, here, here. And that alignment feels incredible. And then all I do, if you think about that, is I'm just folding down and contracting my tricep. Look at that meat hang with no weight, just gravity. There, tricep, tricep, tricep. That's all I'm thinking about when I'm extending. If you need something visual to think about, that is, think about doing a leg extension, right? Where you just kick out. That's all I'm doing with my arm. I'm just kicking out, flexing the tri. So with flat, I like it. It feels good. And if you notice when I did flat, I had my hands, instead of right over stacked, I took them back just a bit. And that's gonna pre-stretch the tricep, because when I'm doing skull crushers, that's the number one thing I'm worried about, is getting a good stretch. Because 9 times out of 10, I've already done every bit of my tricep workout before that. So all my push downs, my dips, close grip bench press, JM press, all that stuff is done. Now I need to come in and stretch everything out. Now the muscle is full of blood, because that's what's gonna push growth for that long head. So what I wanna think about is getting a pre-stretch on the tricep by tilting the elbow back a bit, and then getting a good stretch coming all the way down, and then not coming quite all the way up. So I get almost there, but not all the way, to keep the tension on the tricep and not load the elbow or shoulder. So that's probably the first beginner phases of triceps. Next, Chris, what angle should I take? Whatever one feels the best. A lot of gray area. If flat feels incredible for you and you're growing, progressing, getting stronger with it, getting more reps, triceps are adding inches or half inches to, do not change a thing. But if, let's say the flat starts bothering your elbow, change it. Put a yoga bench underneath the head of the bench, or a bumper plate, and then guess what? I'm in a slight decline for my skull crusher. So when you look, when you do this decline, it's a different feel. I get even more depth because it pushes my body down, and I'm able to hammer that tricep. I like this a lot. But on the flip side, incline is probably my favorite because it feels the best on my elbows. If you look when I'm doing the incline here, I go at about a 45-degree angle. I've even done a slight incline. I do not want to do a steep incline where I'm sitting way up too much. I'm getting a lot of delt and a lot of chest stabilization in there. So moderate angle to low angle, and then I am crushing the tricep. I want the head of that dumbbell to sit on my front delt and then fire up to contraction. So the answer to the question of which one do I choose, it's the one that feels the best to your elbows. And I know that might seem logical to a lot of you guys and girls out there, but I'm telling you, the number of people I talk to who they do an exercise because they were told to by somebody small on the internet is mind-blowing to me. They'll do it even with joint pain. So experiment with this, experiment with dumbbells, easy bars, straight bars, a cable system, all will work great. So play with these, modify the angle, and get your triceps growing today.